Rise, Jedi Knight.
Remember, trust only in the Force.
So where to now?
In 2019, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order from Respawn Entertainment introduced us to Cal Kestis and laid a great foundation for a new journey across the galaxy. 4 years later, Star Wars Jedi Survivor propels the series forward in glorious fashion, improving upon its predecessor in nearly every way. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is a big adventure filled with fun exploration, fierce combat, and an engaging story. Picking up 5 years after the first game, Cal is still on the run from the Empire and working to take them down. During his adventures, you reunite with old friends like Grease and make new partnerships with characters such as Bode, a jetpack-wearing mercenary. And of course, BD-1 is still at Cal's side the whole way through. There's a recap of events from Fallen Order available to check out, but it's better served as a refresher rather than a substitute for playing the previous game, since the investment in Cal's journey is so important. Joining Cal and his friends is a solid ride with awe-inspiring set-piece moments and satisfying growth and relationships among its characters. Once again, you hop between multiple locations throughout the galaxy, all with their own interconnected layouts. Overall, planets are much more spacious and intricate than in the first game. There are also no loading screens as you move through a location, making it feel all the more immersive, especially on some of the larger planets. Navigating each area is made smoother with a few smart additions like fast travel between resting spots and creatures you can ride across more open spaces.
Nice work. That'll save some time.
The galaxy is vast, with lots to see and do in each area you visit. However, Kobo, which serves as a hub world for Cal and his friends, is the largest and has the most to do. There are various rewards to find, including skill points, power-ups that increase your health and force meters, and new cosmetics. As you progress, you uncover rumors from various locals that act as side quests, such as tracking down missing prospectors or hunting bounties for rewards.
Man, you didn't tell me what a dive this place would be. This saloon has wonky acoustics, weirder customers, and a barely functional refresher. It's perfect.
One of the most charming additions is Rambler's Reach Outpost, a settlement that serves as a refuge for Cal and his friends. There are a lot of folks to meet and shops here too, but as you progress, you can also recruit travelers to Rambler's Reach, who unlock new services ranging from additional side quests to minigames. In all, the outpost is a delight. Watching it populate over time and seeing the cantina fill up with weird and charming patrons goes a long way toward making the galaxy feel connected and lived in.
Listen, friend, what's your name?
It's Cal.
Moran. Charm.
Scattered throughout Kobo are two types of optional trials to undertake that feel like shrines from Breath of the Wild: meditation chambers and force tears. Meditation chambers are puzzle-focused, while the force tears test your platforming or combat skills. They work well and are nice bite-sized challenges. However, the puzzles eventually start to feel too similar, with most being based around one or two mechanics, like utilizing orbs to burn through gunk.
Those things pack a punch. Okay, now let's find a way out of this part.
Platforming still plays a large role in traversing the environment, serving as a nice break between combat encounters. All the basic elements return, like wall running, jumping gaps, swinging, and climbing, as well as a new grappling hook. The Force plays a role here as well, as you can use your powers to move giant slabs to jump across or pull vines that are out of reach.
Affirmative.
Combat is just as fierce as it was before and nails the feeling of being a Jedi. Tearing through a droid with your lightsaber, reflecting a blaster bolt back at an enemy, and unleashing the Force feels great. Cal has even more flexibility in combat now with new force powers like being able to confuse an enemy to attack its allies. He also has brand new fighting stances like the Blaster Stance, which offers a decent mix of ranged and melee damage. Meanwhile, perks can be equipped to increase effectiveness, such as giving you a longer block meter or making your attacks more effective at breaking an enemy's guard. However, every perk takes up a number of slots, so you'll have to pick and choose which ones best fit your playstyle or specific situation.
Someone else get in here!
Enemies include a variety of stormtroopers, battle droids, raiders, and various creatures. There's a decent number of mini-bosses as well as proper boss battles like fierce raiders and dark side users that are really fun to fight against. While some fights are of course better than others, there's a clear improvement in quality across the board compared to Fallen Order. There's an impressive amount of character customization available this time around. Cal still bears the likeness of Cameron Monaghan, but along with being able to fully customize your lightsaber and BD-1, there are lots of clothes to unlock, including jackets, shirts, and pants with various colors of each. You can get new hairstyles for Cal to give him a mullet, or go back to his look from the first game, and you can even choose between beards and mustaches. If you like to frequently mix things up, you can freely update Cal's fashion sense at any time.
Attack neutralized.
Along with various accessibility options, Jedi Survivor has 5 difficulty settings to choose from that can be changed at any time, allowing you some flexibility on your journey. It's also worth mentioning that there is a new Game Plus mode with some additional features and tweaks we won't spoil. As for graphic options, there's a performance mode that limits the resolution to 1440p for an increased frame rate, although it does drop a bit in some areas. It doesn't interfere with gameplay, but can be a distraction now and then.
Good at blocking out fire.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor is an excellent sequel that expands upon the strengths of its predecessor and introduces great new ideas. Exploration is engaging, and visiting each of its vast and detailed locations is a pleasure. Combat is satisfying with some solid new additions, and its story keeps you invested until the end. It's a fantastic sequel and one of the best Star Wars games around. Final score, 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching our review. We're Easy Allies. We've been writing about games for decades, and we also do podcasts, streams, shows, and more, all funded by regular viewers just like you. Head to patreon.com/easyallies to pitch in and get rewards. And be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay connected on YouTube. See you soon.